Have you ever regretted something you said? I do, and it's on the internet on video forever. Yay! I have the unfortunate distinction of having to say I carried a Taurus for a period of time. When I was first getting back into firearms, I was, well, broke, and I hadn't had the same level of terrible experiences with Taurus that a lot of people had. I also started to notice that the gun space is, well, it's expensive. It is not a cheap space to be in. It's not for broke. It's the anti-broke. E-Corb? Sure, let's go with that. The problem is the same regardless. Guns are a thing that tend to attract people that can afford them. And a lot of the information I'd been getting about Taurus was coming from the same people who had the pores type jokes. And all of that led me to believe, well, maybe it's not that the guns suck, maybe the culture around guns is just really classist. They're gonna joke about the pores, TM, but I am one of the pores, TM, so maybe I should look into this Taurus thing and see if, you know, maybe it's not as bad as everybody is saying it is. Realistically, I was never gonna be somebody who was fending off muggers with gold-plated bullets, so maybe just Taurus was on my level. Nope! And having carried one for about a year, and having owned one for 3 until just recently, nope! Nope, nope, nope! Don't listen to that idiot, that was dumb! In my original video, I asked the question, does it suck? And I said no, but I wouldn't recommend it. And I think I have to go back and revise that, because, nah. It do suck. I got up to about 5,000 rounds before I started having real issues. It took me about like 3.5, 4 to really get to the point where I had run it down and it started having serious issues. And then it started having every issue. Failure to feed, failure to eject. It was light striking, which is the reason they have a restriking system. It has nothing to do with the fact that that's like, oh, an additional safety. That is them compensating for their own failures. Even if you're talking about, I'm broke and desperate and I need to save money, you can probably find something used from a reputable manufacturer that will be about the same price. If you don't want to go used, PSA daggers are $300 and they work, which is an important distinction. And that's before you get to stuff like mine, after normal use, is now making this noise.
Showing this is clear.
Yeah! That's apparently relatively common. It's just called the Taurus rattle, and it comes from the safety ball rattling around in the detent. That is not confidence-inspiring. Imagine walking around all day with a rattle that is your gun, and still having to trust that it's definitely going to work every time that you pull it out and go bang. Which, to be clear, mine hasn't.
The Taurus, unfortunately, has a major safety issue, or a safety issue that isn't an issue at all, depending on who you talk to. I have brought this up with multiple different instructors, and I have gotten answers ranging from, that's not a problem, to, oh my god, what the fuck, Taurus? Now, this is the situation. Now this is a loaded magazine. We are currently in an empty chamber. With this gun, we're currently at a range situation. Now, this is loaded. And say I am trying to teach a beginner with this, and I want to, you know, just have like a good time teaching first shot techniques and stuff. And I show them the basics, I show them the 4 rules of firearm safety, I show them how to think about guns, and then I show them the safety switch and I say, hey, if you have a problem, throw on the safety switch, hand the gun to me. The problem is, in this particular model, so I bring this online and I shoot. Now, I was freaked out by something, let's say, and I throw that safety on. Okay, the safety should be on, right? I can see the safety has been switched on this gun. That should not be possible. Now, on the one hand, I have talked to multiple instructors that say, nobody is going to let that happen because you kind of have to hold the trigger back while you are engaging the safety in order for it to really be an issue. On the other hand, that's a gun going bang with the safety switch on. I kind of don't care about the circumstances that are required. That's really bad.
That also brings up the larger point, though. When I did the initial review, I had 1,500, 2,000 rounds through it, and my assumption was, okay, well, that clearly means it's good. And no, that was a terrible idea. From now on, I need to change the entire format of this channel. We're not going to just do one and dones. If I'm going to do a review of a product, more importantly, we're going to do an introduction. We'll do videos that highlight some of the good stuff from it. We'll do videos that highlight some of the bad stuff from it. We'll do longer form content because I need to get the round counts on these much higher before I can give you any sort of firm yes, no, good, bad answers. I know the safety failure is a very specific failure, but it highlights two really important things. First of all, do not consider mechanical safeties things you rely on. They fail. As we just demonstrated, there is a way to make that Taurus go bang with the safety switch on. Do not take that as your guaranteed safety. Even if you have the safety switch on, still follow all of the other safety rules. But more importantly, these are devices that even if you shouldn't put your life up to them functioning and saving you, you should still expect on a basic level that they function. And if they don't get defensive. Don't try to excuse it. Either fix it or replace it. I want to give a giant shout out to my Patreon supporters. This ammo isn't cheap. The only reason I'm able to put out this kind of information and do the kind of research that I do and film the way that I do is because I have support from people. It means a lot to my ability to keep doing this. So if you want to support me, please head over there. It would mean a lot towards my ability to continue filming. That is going to be it from me, though. I really do appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Like, subscribe, all of that usual YouTube nonsense. That said, Patreon really is the best way to support me if you're looking to support us. Outside of that, that's going to be it, y'all. Stay dangerous. Keep each other safe. And I cannot stress this enough. Moral doesn't mean legal. And Stonewall was a fucking riot. On a personal note, I know the world is getting wild out there. I know the world is getting terrifying. Your survival, on its own, is an act of radical resistance. Survive. It's worth it. Peace.